We have a word for being unfaithful to your partner: cheating. For almost the entire history of our species, that word would have meant nothing. Picture yourself in the world they lived in. You belong to a group of 30 or 40 people moving together across open land 300,000 years ago. Every glance, every touch, every night spent in the wrong shelter, seen and known and remembered. There was nowhere to take a secret. A man and a woman would find each other, build one shelter, feed one fire. He would come back from the hunt with meat across his shoulders, their children tucked between them against the cold. The bonds were real, and they were deep. And that alone made us strange. Among the hadza of Tanzania, only about 1 adult in 5 stays with the same partner for life. Most bond, raise a child or two, drift apart, and bond again. More often than not, it was the woman who ended it. One day she would gather her few things, lift her youngest onto her hip, and walk to the far side of camp. Pairing and pairing again was simply how a life took its shape. Loyalty was real, but loyalty for one whole lifetime was the rare and remarkable thing. Picture a young man who wanted one particular girl. He moved in with her family and went to work for them, hunting, dragging his kills back to their camp day after day, season after season. Courtship was a long audition, paid in meat. An anthropologist named George Murdock gathered records on more than 1,000 human societies. In 8 out of 10, a man was allowed more than one wife. When a man did keep 2 partners at once, it was almost always a great hunter or a respected elder. It did not matter how strong or good-looking he was. A man who could not hunt was a man no woman would choose. Among the aché of Paraguay, the best hunters fathered far more children than other men, sometimes close to twice as many, inside marriage and outside it. You fell in love, packed shoulder to shoulder with everyone you knew. A rival always one fire away. The deadliest force in that camp was jealousy. A partner who had strayed, and the jealousy that came after. In a camp with no walls, a lingering look was rarely a secret for long. 2 anthropologists found romantic love across 166 different cultures, in love songs, folk tales, stories of young couples who ran off together. The sleepless nights, the ache, the helpless fall. A human child is a creature of overwhelming need. Our brains had grown enormous, and the price was a baby born helpless, unable to walk or feed itself. It took more than 2 people to keep one child alive. Out there, close to half of all children never reach the age of 15. Along the rivers of Venezuela live a people called the barí. They were certain a child could have more than one father. 2 men might crouch beside the newborn, both claiming it as their own. One bringing fish from the river, the other meat from the forest. The ones with a second father reached age 15, 80 times out of 100. For those with only a single father, just 64 made it. Once or twice a year, scattered groups would flow together. Hundreds of people walking for days, gathering at a river or green valley to trade, to feast, to dance until dawn. A young woman who had known the same dozen faces might find herself across the fire from a stranger, and by the time the gathering broke apart, walk off at his side toward land she had never seen. The 2 who stayed side by side for a whole lifetime. They did exist. But they were the rare pair the whole group knew by name. So were ancient humans loyal to one partner? They bonded deeply, and they bonded often, but one person for life was never their world. Their blood is in you.
Their loves and their jealousies are in you. Whatever you feel when you fall for someone, they felt it first around a fire.